Seniac, flying around the kingdoms. Seniac, damn, I need to move this garbage. Also, Seniac, just keep flying around the kingdoms, ignoring the problems. Me, oh my god. It took 15 episodes for the poop in the Harbour of Fools Kingdom to disappear. Seniac says he's gonna make a North and South Korea. Me, so in the North one, they can watch Seniac. Also me, no! 7 vegans camping, 6 roads are flowing, 5 oil rigs, 4 metros, 3 ferry lines, and a poop slick in a blue sea. Seniac puts forestry industry in Veganville. Karens, the manager, will hear about this, Seniac. Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Fools Kingdom here in City Skylines, where yes, I did specialise Veganville completely wrong. I was meant to make it farming based. I've accidentally turned it forestry, which the Karen has contacted the manager. I got a very stern talking to last episode. She wasn't happy, guys. She wasn't happy, so we kind of need to fix that. But today is the day we create our North and South Korea themed cities. The North will be very, very industrial, low wealth, and the South is going to be very, very high wealth, high tech. Oh my goodness me, this is going to start changing things. If you guys do enjoy this, then please make sure you smash that like button down below. If you are new here, make sure you do subscribe so you are notified when that next episode does come out. But we are back right now in the Fools Kingdom. So before we sort these problems out, because there's always freaking problems right now, I got the specialization wrong over here. Kind of need to sort that out right now. So industrial, where are you? I put forestry down. I was meant to put freaking farming down. Damn it, Seniac. Which means these beautiful forestries right now that have been built are now going to slowly disappear. And in return, we should get some farms popping up. Okay, Karen? You happy now, Karen? Damn it, Karen. Always speaking to the manager right now. So, we seem to have some water issues. Which, oh dear. Oh dearie me. Oh dearie me. Let me quickly sort this out. Again, this is something... This is another thing your boy is trying to... Hold on. Figure out and solve. Give me the water. Right, leave me alone, guys. Leave me alone. I don't need your jibber jabber today, because I want to take a look at these 2 little beautiful islands right now. So I'm in 2 kind of minds to kind of figure out what do I want to do. Do I want... Well, which one do I want north and which one do I want south, basically? I'm not like, 100% sure which one to do which. I don't know whether to give, the north, the bigger island, or the south, the bigger island. I don't even know. I haven't even decided which way is north and which way is south, to be honest with you. I really haven't. So, I mean, I'm always playing the game from this view. So, by default, this will be the North Island, and this will be the south. I might do a little bit of terraforming to give us a little bit more land available on the south right now. But ask you guys in the comment section down below to give me some name suggestions to what we could potentially call them. Now, I said no matter what the name's going to be, they're both going to be called the same island, just one north, one south. And I think it was just so obvious everyone was going to choose it. North Fool. There we go. North Fool and South Fool. It was so obvious that was going to be a thing, right? South Fool. So we have these 2 countries set up. Now, the difference between the 2 of them, one is North Korea, one is South Korea. But we're not going to call them that, guys. We're not going to call them that right now. But North Fool is going to be isolated. No one can come in. No one can come out. It's going to be industrial heavy, low density, so low kind of value population, like kind of uneducated, all that kind of jazzy stuff. And then the south is going to be completely different. It's going to be the polar opposite. High educated peeps, high tech industry right now, IT clusters for days. You see the difference right now? You see the difference? So we kind of need to get these all set up. So let me get a road, and I want to see what kind of space. We don't really have much space to work with on South Fall, so I'm going to kind of reclaim a little bit if possible. So I'm going to pick a spot here, just kind of cut back on this mountain. I still want the mountain, but I'm going to kind of like cut it back slightly. So about there. And then what we'll do, we'll smoothen it all off so it kind of looks a little bit more semi-natural. So it doesn't look like a big sheer cliff edge. I'll go around there. There we go. Smooth it down a bit so it's not so, you know, harsh. And up the brush size. Get rid of that bit there. And how kind of... Okay, it's quite gradual on the old slow pitch, but we'll keep it like that. So we've got a little bit more on Southfall. These are not going to be really big, kind of crazy countries. I ain't going down that road and creating like huge metropolises, because they ain't got the room to kind of do it. But we've got the room to create something beautiful. So, right, now I have to work to the game's limitations. So when I say that no one can come in and out of North Fall, I still need them to be able to get in, because I need people to live there, right? But I can set up the harbour, and we have kind of figured out slightly that people can kind of travel apparently, even though I've never seen it actually physically happen. I'll put a harbour for now, get people moving in, and I can kind of basically just turn the harbour off, can't I? And then hopefully they can be self-sufficient enough, maybe, who knows? I don't even know anymore. But let's go to the shipping side of things. And we're going to get all this rocking and rolling. So our harbour then, which we're going to throw in. Oh, we need to connect to the shipping route, which I need to create a shipping route. So shipping path here, which will have the shipping path be able to kind of tear through the middle of both the islands, which is pretty cool. And I'll have this just simply connect to there, right? Just keep it simple, effective, beautiful. So I do that then, so it's not like an actual shipping lane. It's just literally you come up here if you go into this area. Right. So then that's the ferry depot. I need the harbour. Where's the harbour? The harbour's here. So if we place then the harbour, let's say just here for Northfall, and do I do a harbour for Southfall? I think I'm gonna. But I also, Southfall is going to be connected via ferry lines, because you can travel to Southfall. So I'm going to have like a ferry connection that goes to Fredonia, to the Falls Kingdom, which I might create a ferry up here connection so they can go this way instead. And then off they travel to all the individual different places. Should be pretty jazzy. So placing those both down now pretty much affects how we set up the whole road network in this area. So let's start with Southfall right now. You can see the dip it's got. So this is going to be quite scattered going up. Now, because it's going to be such a small country, I don't feel like I need to do massive mounds of road kind of network structure and all that kind of jazz. So let me pick a point here and then we'll go across. But I want to try and maximize the amount of space that we do kind of have. Now, if that came down to there, there's no bend there at all. So we'll kind of quickly create it. So it's like, to a certain extent, I do want a grid network. Because I want to try and maximize, like I said, I want to try and maximize the amount of peeps living here and the amount of stuff I can pretty much get in. So, right. Let me try and create a grid now. And it's going to be very, very funky. So that's 40. That's 50. We'll go for the 40. Now, it's going to be funky because look at what's happening. Look at what's happening right now with the ground. It's all over the place. I mean, it's my fault that it's all on -6. But holy ball. I mean, I don't have to terraform that because when they start building, they'll kind of flatten it themselves anyway. But it would kind of be nice if... Can I bring it up to, like, say, 0 right now? And we kind of slowly get away from that side of things. So I'm just kind of create this very basic grid. Just to kind of maximize what we've currently got. Then we'll do a little trail ends, a nice little, a little beach kind of front there, which would be quite nice. I think that would be pretty cool. So I came up by 10 here and went across by 20 and... Ooh, can I anarchy that? Bam. Now what we've got is a format. So I'm going to bring this to 0 up by 30, across by 20 and down. And then we'll create then very quickly our little grid. And some of this can connect quite nice, some of it can't. So we'll see what we could do here. So where is that? That is a 10. Or are you going to bend? 10 by 10 on the bend there. 9. Oh, this is going to be tough. 9 by 9. 7. Turn it back off there. Oh, that's going to be difficult. 7 by 8. Okay, we'll take that. I'll go 6. Nah, it's not going to work. 5 by 5. Okay, that would work. So it's not all perfect, but it allows us to keep the grid kind of going and still have somewhat of a bend. And I think that's as far as I'm going to take it for now when it comes to the grid method. Right? And then what we'll do, I'll come down by 15, 15, to then start creating the little trail ends of this. There. And we'll do the set. You know, I'm actually going to do a slight grid like that. But then that could be like a kind of like a little beachfront in many ways. And I'll save the rest of it as we progress. But that is what's going to be in the south. Organised, calculated, efficient, and full of smarty pants. That's literally what it's going to be. North Fall, on the other hand, is pretty much going to be like Fredonia. It's just a complete mess. But what I will say is, though, if I bring it to 0 there, go and then bring this up to there, we could have, like, you know, the government building as a sense there. That is the main strip cutting through. And maybe I actually create like a little park area there. But then after that, it's just borderline chaos. That's literally all it is. So it's going to be filled with, like, if I come off by 10, come off by 10 there, it's going to be filled with just nonsense. And there is, like, no organization, because they don't really kind of have much to do with the outside world. So it's like, how would they... Not to say that they're kind of completely isolated and they don't know how to build a nation. You know what I mean? But there's just, like... There's a little bit less urgency to kind of do stuff. So I'm just going to kind of, like, freely do this road. And I'll bring it back round to there to connect up to there. Not perfect, but you kind of get the idea of how this is going to work. We'll have roads that kind of stick out. And we'll kind of create little connections here and there. But, you know, it's all mainly like individual little kind of like cul-de-sacs in many ways. If I do a load of these, and then we'll connect a few up. So I could connect 5. Ooh, I don't know if that's asking too much. But I could go straight up to there. We could almost borderline have something here. 9. Okay, we're going 9 by 11. That's fine. And then... You see what I mean? There's no understanding or logic of these roads. It's very much like Fredonia. You see where I'm going with this? And then we'll create like a couple of little cul-de-sacs like that. Anyway, this road could just potentially... Ooh, actually, that could, like... Go straight to there, and then can we go, like, straight like that? If I delete this, can we get, like, a straighter... Nah, I'll actually just keep that deleted. We'll cut a road up to there, do one just to there as well. That could go straight up. That could go straight up. And, of course, a little bit of a cul-de-sac. You see where I'm going with this, guys? This is the complete and utter logic of the North. There is no logic. It's like, oh, we learnt about grids, but they don't do them correctly. I actually like the chaos within this. We do need... I mean, we can also create in a little bit of, like, farming. I mean... Oh, what is the natural resource over here? It is... Oh, how do I view it again? It's over here. It's all oil. Ooh. They could be getting oil. Damn. Maybe I could change it a little bit as well to farming. So they got to farm for their own food. Not to say that, you know, that's going to be a good idea or not. Right, road coming out to there. And then you just kind of create little trail ends where roads could potentially continue. I'm liking this. I'm liking how, in many ways, how ridiculous this is. And I think I'll bring this out a bit. Yeah, we'll go with that for the North. You can see the two contrasting ideologies of how to build a nation going down right now. So, let's get this up and running. So they're both going to have a water tower. I think we'll kind of place this water tower just up here. And this one we'll place just over here. Because, again, they're going to be like, you know, support themselves. And they ain't going to share water, are they? There we go. And then up for here. We'll kind of just quickly run around and zone as much of this as I can. Bam, bam. So let's get all that connected there. So that is now currently covered. Now, they're going to need power, obviously. Now, I don't want to go down... I mean, I'm thinking like, oh, mate, because it's high-tech, they're going to be energy efficient and all that. I don't want to go down the road of, like, making the south clean. But it could be possible. They could have, like, a solar plant. Couldn't they? But then it kind of comes in, how do I squeeze that in? And we can add it right at the very end, but the slope is too steep. I could bring this road a little bit more further up. Where we can have our little solar panels just there to provide power. And then over here... Now, this is going to be an interesting one, because I don't exactly know what the best idea... Because they're going to need imports and exports, aren't they? And that's kind of the annoying thing, because it's like I don't want them to export. Wind power? I mean, again, that's very green. Geothermal plant. Now, I think that's giving them way too much power. So I think... It's like if I did a coal or a oil plant, then they're going to require imports and exports to fuel them. I could give them wind power for now. Right, we'll just give them wind power for now. Well, that should be fine. They need to handle garbage. They also need to handle sewage work. So we'll place a basin just there. And they're going to pollute. Dirty pollution as well. Might add. Dirty pollution. So I'm trying to think where the best place for me to pull it is. the water comes down this way and it goes down this way, so it'll be funneling the sewage down there past the beach of the south, which they're low-key going to get super duper angry about that. Oh, that could be a talking point. Alright, drop that there. And then garbage. Garbage. We're going to try, you know, they understand recycling. The south. We'll go for a large recycling centre. This is all just for now to kind of get this place up and running. Where they're going to be burning the garbage. So bad. Which, where do I place it? Do I create its own little area? I could do a little road going up to here. Kind of coming off. Where I can drop in 2 little incineration plants right there. That will just burn for days. Which will also provide power too. Which is handy. So, what I want to do then, policy-wise, is they're going to recycle over here. We're going to give it an educational boost. We are going to city planning. It's going to be industrial space planning more efficiently. Yep. High-tech housing. Yes. Definitely want that. I don't know if I want anything else, though. Because I could also add in that it is going to be a IT cluster, which is this here. They're just generic industry. But for their policies, we'll throw in the high-rise ban just so houses don't get too big. We'll do a... Oh, that's a point. Heavy traffic ban? No, I'll keep that off a second. Old town. No. Well, let me do services first. So I got to think of stuff that will... Because it's going to be quite the dictatorship in many ways. No educational boost. I want schools out. Everyone must be forced to work. Parks, smoking ban, recycling, pet ban. We'll have a pet ban. You're not allowed to own pets. Harsh prison sentences. We'll do... It's already crazy, isn't it? Taxation. We'll tax rise for low density. Because, you know, government wants the money. Encourage biking. No one can own a vehicle. I don't want to ban like vehicles because we're going to need it to keep the industrial kind of things inside of it kind of alive. Workers' union. Strong presence city provide workers with better benefits. No. No. Right, I think we'll just go for that for now. Again, it's going to be fairly interesting. And what we'll do is we'll provide some educational facilities over in this place. So we'll do a school just there. We'll do a high school just here. And I'll keep it to that. I won't do university just yet. Medical side of things, we're going to have a beautiful little clinic in just here. These guys are going to require it. They just need it. Because that's how, you know, we roll over here. Medical clinic just there. Policing, the same again. Little one over here. Place a little one just over here. Oh, that's fire, sorry. This is policing. Policing just there. Policing just there. And crematoriums, we'll throw in one just over here. And one just over here. Now, I feel like in the North Fall, it's a lot of people are going to die. That's how I feel. So I don't know if one crematorium is going to be kind of enough, to be honest with you. Right. Sweet. Before we jump into this then, we're going to do the zoning. So I'll zone residential first over here. Let me get the paint tool. So residential, all dotted around. They're going to love it. We'll place some residential just here. All around the outskirts. Do some more just up here. I'll kind of get it going around all the outskirts. As the central section is for the working. And might as well fill this bit up here, get rid of that bit there, with residential. And just there. So lots of residential. We're going to have commercial in as well. So do a little kind of section here for commercial. Because we do need it to kind of, you know, function. This place. Industrial. So this is where we're going to have to find the balance as well between the commercial industrial, because there will come to a point where they're going to start asking for exports and imports. I don't know how well that's going to go down. I don't know how well that is going to go down. So we'll kind of like just play it by ear. Over here, on the other hand, high density residential. We'll get a load of offices in now, because that's the type of industry your boys got rocking and rolling over here. So I'll bring this all the way up here for the offices, and we'll have them walk through the commercial area to get to the main bulky side of all the offices. So high density commercial over here. We're squeezing some commercial just there, squeezing some commercial just here, and we might as well do this little strip too. Fill it up there, go it all the way. I think this is too much commercial now, isn't it? We'll go residential. You see the differences right now? Whoo, I'm excited to press the play button. But there's still one more thing I want to add in. The ferry lines to South Fall. So let's get this up and running then, right now. So a ferry pier, which it would be nice to kind of have it, let's say, just here. So if I anarchied that in, say, there, right? Use the touch it mod to get rid of that, to delete that. Oh, snap. Whoops. That should be enough. Get that rid of residential in right now. That should technically be enough. So a ferry path. So if I come up, let's say I bent that one that way. And I bent that one that way. Because that can go around to Fredonia. This can go over to here, where I'm going to create another ferry depot. Which I'm going to place it smack bang just there. Which I delete. And then the ferry line will now be created. So pushing that up to here. We'll then kind of follow it side by side. And then connect over. Simple. Over here, the ferry line kind of goes up to there. So I get it to go up to there, where it could eventually connect up to here. Which is going to have to, actually, thinking about it, for it to work. But obviously, this runs down this way. Little bit of a bend. There we go. So in terms of the ferry connection, we'll have one here that goes to Fredonia, which this can then switch over lanes to then go to Oil Town. You know, that's kind of how it works. It can also jump on a ferry to get to you know, to... They're all connected, basically. Everyone's connected. Some are not, like, perfectly direct routes. But some are. Because I could have a connection there from here all the way over to Vegansville. So Karen can get to Fool's Kingdom a whole lot easier. Where am I? I'm kind of lost then for a second. So bam, there we go. we're going to need power over here to get this working. So I'll just do this for now. There is no water over here, so I'll just kind of drag that over. And there's also not really a connection for the subway, which I could actually now connect that in. So metro line, do a connection just here. And underground. So that connection that we originally got rid of can now be finalized. Oh, Zodiac! I forget you should not be placing the subway, the metro line in anarchy mode. There we go. And then finishing all this off then. So I drag that stop to end here. So they can get on the ferry. And then they're all connected basically. Stop just there. Stop just there. And then I'll have a ferry line. Do you know what? We'll do the ferry line now. There is so much being thrown into this. Just by setting up those 2 new kingdoms, how much we can now extend our lines. So if I just came off here. What's going on with this? Oh, anarchy. Wait, what am I doing? I'm doing a ship path. No wonder it wasn't connecting. And then we're going to run this around with it. Which is then going to be connected to that there. But obviously we want to make the shorter route. So then I can add in a ferry line from here to Vegansville. Another short connect. I don't just want to use. We'll go with this one. Another simple and short connection. So we've got multiple ways now people can travel around to the individual different kingdoms, which is really, really exciting. And are we ready? Are we ready to go? I don't know if we're ready to go or not. I need to get the power all connected over here too. So if I press play then, and let it slowly start building up, there's a lot of these areas and spots right now that do need power, which hopefully we can kind of get all connected. Alright, so that leads down to there. I need to get this connected to the power as well. I'm going to have to lead that to over here for now, so there's power just there. And let it keep ticking along. I'm just waiting for connections to happen with the zoning. So it all starts slowly building up. Do I just bite the... I'm going to have to bite the bullet. Get them connected there, which will cause that all to, you know, beautifully connect. Oh man, they're building the zoning over on this side. I do that so they're connected, and we'll just have to get rid of the power lines as time goes on. That's all we can really do, isn't it? But now they're officially connected. North Fall and South Fall. Look at the buildings already being built over here. Oh my goodness me. They're taking this to a whole new other level. So we'll give it time. It will actually take a lot of time before they're all connected. Where's our little ferry depot? The ferry depot would have released a load of ferries right now. You can see a load of them rolling down here to get over to the 2 lines on over here. And then there should be some running up. It's there, the ferry depot. Within this, there should be now a couple making its way for this line connecting over there. It'll take a while for people to actually make or set foot on these places. So, oh, this is going to need power then. So there's vehicles driving around, but they're just the service vehicles. There's only a population of 44 right now, so there is people on the way. There's a population of 300 right now over here. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That truly is crazy. So there's many ways in which I'm always trying to think, right? as much as you're trying to kind of create the storyline and kind of go with the theme of things, I'm always trying to think as well the logic behind the game and how the game works to be able to do this. So all I'm thinking right now is exports and imports. Like Southfall is going to need a cargo place to kind of import and export some goods. Then I thought to myself, to kind of keep Northfall happy and alive and working, I could do like a tunnel that goes across to connect the two countries in many ways, two kingdoms, but only allow trucks and stuff to use that road, meaning that Northfall could use, you know, the goods, the ability to import export over here to keep the country alive, because it is just going to keep kind of dying, because that's just how the game logic works when it's got no imports or exports. Thus meaning no pedestrians can travel to and from, but it just keeps their industry and their kind of country alive. That could be a possibility. It might never come to that, but we'll just kind of see as time goes on. But look at this right now. Wait till all these residential buildings and commercial buildings are you know, fully upgraded as well. Now, currently there is 1,300 jobs or workers available over here. They are needing higher educated workers. So I think, you know what, we'll throw the university over here. I'm gonna squeeze it in. I'm gonna get it right there, the university right now of Southfall, which will entice more people to come and work and live over here as well, which will be quite exciting. Ferries are now doing their thing. Oh, look at that. Peeps are now getting off the metro stop. So this side is for Vegansville. This side is for Southfall. That's kind of cool, isn't it? It is. So I could up the amount of ferries on the line, but this could just be the initial traffic of people moving in and getting over here right now. Which means we're going to start seeing more people using the ferry line over here in Vegansville. Oh, did they make them farms, by the way? Yeah, Juice Press. The real cereal. So weird on those names. So weird right now. But yeah. It will start looking pretty good. Is there people getting off here? Yes. People are now getting off. Is there people living over here now? I see one person walking about. So we'll just wait until, you know, they get over here right now. So we don't really have much demands in general as it is. So these areas will be quite slow to be built and get built up. But once they start complaining about the imports, exports, then we'll kind of take a look and see what's going down and how we can attempt to fix it. So not enough educated workers, obviously. I'm just placing a whole brand new high-tech kind of industry when I haven't even kind of given the rest of the kingdoms the high education levels just yet. So it is what it is. Damn, there's a lot of people already going to that university. 1,400 people already living here. So should I take a look at doing the imports, exports right now? I could just keep it really, really simple and do a smaller cargo harbour. Right. Let's do like a really small one. Or, no, actually, you know what? I'll wait until they start requesting it. I know these guys are going to request for it, but I'll wait. When the issue arises, then we'll kind of tackle it. Right now, the only issue is getting enough educated peeps over here, but that comes with time. That just simply comes with time. What I do need to do is raise the leisure values on Southfall right now to enable us to kind of get those upgraded buildings on the go. So this, the Japanese garden, sounds kind of perfect right now for this area. So drop one there, which will provide a little bit of leisure. We'll do a carousel park, of course. Of course, we'll do it right next to the university. And should we do a bounce castle right next to the university as well? Make these guys super duper happy. And what else can I throw in? We have the fishing island. A nice little thing to squeeze in. Can I get it just there? There we go. We have the tropical garden. Another nice little one to squeeze in, which I'm going to get just here. Ooh, that's... Oh, wait, I've got Anarchy still on, haven't I? There we go. I like that little fishing thing there. We also have the floating cafe. Can we get away with doing something like this? Oh, that would be good for, like, the beach side of things over here. But I got to make sure that we can get close to the road, which is why I feel like doing it over here is too close to the shipping lane. I could do it over here as well. Floating cafe. Again, provides... Well, did it provide any leisure? It provides a little bit of entertainment, not much. I have the botanical gardens, which I'm going to squeeze just there. Again, this is all kind of weird stuff, but I'm just kind of trying to increase the leisure around. And should we take a look at like a landmark? Anything small enough that I can squeeze in? The boat museum. Would these guys like a boat museum? There we go. So I think that's as much as I'm going to throw in. The reason I've done a boat museum because I feel like these are, you know, they're islands. They are, the only in and out connection is going to be via boat. So we can kind of pretend that they've got like a rich shipping industry heritage or something like that. I don't know. But a few little things thrown down right now just to kind of increase the leisure. So the buildings, you know, the normal buildings and commercial, residential, they do slowly upgrade to the maximum. Does it spill over to over here, that kind of stuff? No, it's all based on road connections, isn't it, really? So, Southall has 2,400 population. Already, that is beating the likes of Fredonia. What's Oiltown like? No, Oiltown is 6,000. I know Falls Kingdom's ridiculous. 28,000. Vegansville, 6,000 as well. Well, Veganville and Oiltown are kind of like head-to-head. But it's already beating Fredonia. Already. Northall, 349. Still got a long way to go. But imagine living over here and you look out of your pancake building or your fry guys and going, damn, that's crazy. Knowing that you'll never ever step foot on the island and you'll never know a world outside of Northfall. It's quite sad, isn't it? It is quite sad. But these guys are loving life. They really are. They really are. And as time goes on, we'll kind of like, you know, populate the island more and more and build it all up. So these are only like the kind of starter phases right now. We've still got a lot of work to do and to implement to get it to where exactly we want it. But this is going to be, it's going to be good for everybody. Oh, we need more power. Oh, damn. This is the problem with Falls Kingdom not trading. Oh, no, this is coal. My bad. Right, we'll get another solar panel plant down. They're waiting for the coal imports. It's probably because we've got a huge backlog here of stuff going out. I need to add in like an additional way to export the goods from the Falls Kingdom. I need to add a secondary one in. Is what I need to do. Damn, boy. It's crazy. It's crazy right now. So there's still a lot of people waiting over here. Yeah, there's still quite a few people waiting here to get to Southall. So maybe I'm going to up the amount of boats on that line. So what line is that right now? That is ferry line 5. Which will up it then to having... We'll double the amount of ships on it. Let's get more people using it. This line right now, line 6, is, again, a fair few people waiting. So we'll kind of up that to 8 as well. Get more people on the ferry line, on the boats right now, rocking and a rolling. And what kind of building can we place down here then? So, did I already take... The reason I want to put... Oh, the courthouse. Right, the reason I want to put the courthouse here, as opposed to any of the other kingdoms, I'm sure I can delete this now, is because I'm thinking, think of like North Korea, they have that like central government building and have all like the concrete area right in front of it where they do all the marches with the army and stuff like that. It's kind of what this is. You see where I'm going with this? And obviously we need the statue of the great leader. So we'll have this statue of industry. And we'll do the... no, not the statue of the dead. Yeah, we'll just do the statue of industry. And I'll just kind of centralize that. And we'll create a little walking path between the two of them. There we go. There we go. So they're already now going to start complaining. 1, not enough customers. 2, not enough buyers for the product. You see where this is going? Citizens are sick. We're forever going to have problems in North Fall. We forever are. And that's just how it is, boys. And they're already polluting too. I feel like this is going to be like a nice little tropical paradise kind of nation. Right next to these polluters right now. Ooh. It ain't going to look too good, is it, boys? So the additional ships, ferry ships are now on their way to kind of aid all these areas. Wow. All these guys are now complaining about there's not enough buyers for the product. And that's when the issue now arises where we need to implement the import-export and probably share the burden, but not let people be able to pass through as passengers. So that's what we're taking a look at next episode anyway, because that's going to cause a lot of issues. Because the problem is right now, they're now overworking for an area over here that requires products, but they can't get into it, so it's all over the place. These are having the same issue too. They've got the goods, but they can't sell them. And we've actually increased the industrial kind of area quite a lot. So I need to build up in other areas to create buyers for the products. It's quite a tricky one. But we'll figure it out next episode, guys. We're going to end it for here. We have our North and South Fall right now. I don't know how this is going to play out. I really don't know. But it's hilarious. Hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So good. Bye.